In this very quick video, I would just like to help you out with your landing pages and show you how you can split test your landing page, which is very, very important, very, very key to increase those conversions and get more leads and commissions. All right, so basically how I do it is I typically start with a just white background, okay, a headline, and a button. Okay, so we can an opt-in form. So usually what I will do, I start with a white background because I found out that at least in my niche, in the business opportunity niche, work from home, generally I find that it works very well. It works better than images, but feel free to test out images. You might find an image that converts really, really well. Sometimes I do test images also, but generally how I start is just white background, a headline, and a button to opt in, or an opt-in form and a button. You can test these two also. You can have an opt-in form and a button, and so they enter their email and they submit, get instant access or whatever, they click there. Never use the word submit. And there are also other ones where it's a two-step opt-in form where you just you have like a button, you click on it and something pops up, and then you enter your email. Okay, so both work well, test them. But how do we do this split testing? So usually I would start with two landing pages. Okay, so we have one landing page here and another landing page here. So they're both, the same, just the title is different. So we've got one title here and another title there. And we've got our button. Okay, so they're both the same, identical, just the headline is different. It's like radically different. And I'm sending traffic to both of these landing pages. Okay, I'm sending like 50% to each page. Okay, 50%. Equal traffic. And usually I personally send a minimum of 100 clicks to each one. You want to have a valid statistical difference, valid statistical numbers, if you're gonna, to make sure that your decision is correct on which headline you're gonna choose. If you do it on 20 clicks, the number is not statistically significant number. 20 clicks, 30 clicks, 40 clicks, even 50 clicks is not a statistically valid number, significant number. 100 is like in my opinion, the bare minimum. Okay, usually I will go 100, 200 sometimes, or even more. But let's say round it off 100 clicks. All right, so you can see which headline works well. So once you find the headline, maybe you want to split test a few more headlines. Okay, like radically different. Maybe then you find your winner and you just change a few words. So instead of earn money, you say make money, or instead of whatever your title is, how to, or discover, a few words like keywords in your main headline, and you can test those. Just make a few minor changes. So split test those again and see what works best. Once you have fine-tuned your headline, which is like the most important thing, then you can start with, for example, with a button. What does it say? Let me in. Get instant access. Get started now. Test different buttons. Okay, test different buttons and find your winner. So, for example, if I have button number 1, I will test it over button number 2. If button number 1 wins, I will leave button, this one in the equation. I will leave this one, and then I will come here and I will change this button, and I will have button number 3 here. Okay, so I'll change that to button number 3, and I'll see how it goes. I'll send more traffic here and see how it's performing, as opposed to this button. So then we're gonna find, again send equal traffic, and we're gonna see that this button is getting us, let's say, 5% more opt-in rate, or 10%, or whatever. Even 5% more opt-in rate, that's a lot when you're driving high volumes of traffic. And maybe you're not driving now, but in time you're going to be driving more and more traffic, and that builds up. So 5%, that can be huge. Okay, so then you might want to test the color of the button. Okay, and goes on and on and on and on. Then you might want to test an opt-in form with a button as opposed to a two-step opt-in where it's got a button and it pops over. All right, so then you might want, when you fine-tune all that and you find the best button, the best message on the button, the best headline, the highest converting headline, then you might want to test some pictures. Okay, so you might check some images behind, different images to find the best one. All right, then you might want to test fonts, different font, bolder, maybe some words, make them more bold, money, bold, different color. There's a highlight. There's a ton of things you can do. Okay, a ton of things you can do. And you should be aiming, I mean, if you are driving solo ad traffic, you should be aiming at least 50% opt-in rate. That's a, just general average, because, overall opt-in rate is not the only thing you care about. Okay. Ultimately, you care about conversions and sales. So I would rather have, a landing page that's converting, let's say a 35% opt-in rate, but it's getting me, 2% or 3%, let's say, conversion rate on my sales page. Okay. Sales page. Okay. I'm not talking about here, CPAs, free signups, like Yoonla, for example, which is, it's a little higher, but it's the same thing. Okay. Same thing. I'm just taking standard, which is like a video sales page, which like 3% is like, wow, it's very good. Usually it's like maybe 1-2%. So, I would prefer a landing page that is getting me a 35% opt-in rate and a 3% conversion rate on my sales page than a landing page that's getting me a 45%, for example, opt-in rate and is getting me only 1% conversion rate. Again, the percentages, I would look at the total amount of how much money I made, just to say it like that. Okay, because the opt-in rate and it might. Bottom line, you want to know how much you spent and how much you earned, how many clicks you sent. Maybe you didn't buy a soda, maybe it's free traffic, maybe it's free YouTube traffic, like I'm getting a ton of it from YouTube, and you want to see how much money you're making from that, each click. Okay, your earnings per click, your EPC. Okay, so that's it. But it's key to test. Don't just go out and throw out a landing page and start driving traffic and say, okay, I made my landing page, great, let's wait and make some money. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, you've got to test. And that's how you can significantly increase your income. Let's say if 1 month, if your first month, let's say you made, I don't know, $500. Okay, let's say you did $500. All right. And your landing page was converting at 25%. All right, 25%. It was your first landing page. If next month you did all these tweaks and all what I'm saying, and you got it to 50%, doing the exact same things that you're doing, just by changing your landing page, this 500 could easily go up to 1,000. Okay? Easily could scale up to $1,000 because you doubled your opt-in rate and increased it from 20% to up to 50%. Okay, online marketing is a numbers game. Okay, it's a numbers game. You need to know your numbers. You need to track your numbers. Okay, tracking is very important. All right, I use ClickMagick for tracking. It's very, very important. Track your numbers and know exactly what's going on and where you're losing, where you're missing out, and where you can improve. It's a numbers game. Okay, if you don't know your numbers, you're screwed. Know your numbers. All right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this this video. Hope it was helpful for you. And if you need any help, please don't just reach out to me if you need any help. If you've got any questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.